It's the men's turn tonight in Oakville. A star-studded field takes to the ice, including Brier champions, world champions, and last year's champ. Chipman up, there you go, rolling over, got it, oh, he's got it! And Carruthers will pick up the $50,000. This event is all about the money. Win a round, win some cash. The further you go, the dollar signs will grow. The men's Sweep 16 from the PointsBet Invitational. Next. And we are in Oakville, Ontario, halfway between Toronto and Hamilton, and our home while in Oakville is the 16 Mile Sports Complex for this, the second edition of the PointsBet Invitation. And on this Wednesday night, we do say hello, Canada, and welcome back. First day coverage. Kathy's here, Russ is here. We saw the first half of the women's bracket earlier today. Now it's the first half of the men. Let's take a look at the field of 16, and of course, it's headed by the number 1 seed, Brad Gushue, and then Brendan Bottcher. Very familiar names. Now, the bottom half, you're going to find a junior champion, you're going to find a university champion, club champions as well. Let's take a look at that bracket now. Tomorrow night, we'll look to the right. Tonight, though, we're looking to the left, and Brad Gushue will open up against the club champion, Greg Balsden, Epping and Weeb, Carruthers and Tau, and Cooey against Kleiter. And our first game will be the junior champion, Jonathan Tau, out of Edmonton, as he's on the ice against Reed Carruthers. Quite the junior, isn't he?
Well, he certainly is. Not only did he win a Canadian Junior Championship, but their third, Jay Newart, he was part of the Youth Olympic Games. They have played on arena ice. That is very different from a lot of junior champions. They will be good. Let's meet the team now of Jonathan Tau.
And it's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. And they hail from the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton, skipped by the 20-year-old Johnson Tau with Adam Nogler, Zach Davies, and Jaden Newart. Reed Carruthers won it all last year in Fredericton, $50,000, but there is a big change to his team, and it's at third.
What a dream. It wasn't too long ago, Olympic trials, 2021. Everybody was trying to beat Brad and Brad. One of them was Brad Jacobs. The best way to beat him for Carruthers is get him to play third for you. How good is that? Unbelievable. Maybe the best hitter in our country. That has to pay dividends.
I remember he was trying to run back and make run backs from the hog line in. That's how good he is. Let's meet this Carruthers team from the Granite Curling Club in Winnipeg, skipped by Reed Carruthers with Connor Negovan, Derek Samagalski, and yes, Brad Jacobs at third. And so that is our featured game. Our first look at the men in this Sweep 16, Carruthers against Tau, when we come back to Oakville.
The 2023 PointsBet Invitational is brought to you in part by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada, by BKT Tires, growing together, by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue, and by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
It is the Sweep 16. Simple. If you win, you move on. You lose, you go home. No round robins. Nope. 3-loss scenario here as we take a look at the odds trackers brought to you by PointsBet, official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. It's Cooey against Kleiter, so you've got the 4-time Canadian champion against the under-25. Gushue, 5 Canadian championships against Greg Balsden. And then there you see Gushue against Balsden and Weeb against Epping. And John Epping, of course, a 3-time Brier representative for Ontario. A couple of bronze medals, Kathy.
Well, it's some really good matchups tonight. You talk about Kevin Cooey. He may have won a lot in the past. This is a brand new team with a new addition to it, only their second event out. Ryland Kleiter is not to be overlooked, won the U25, is very, very strong. That battle, the 116 seed, that's always going to be tough for Greg Golson to beat Brad Gushue. John Epping and Ryan Wiebe, that is going to be a very tight match. This Wiebe team came very close to winning Manitoba a number of times. They were a very good team.
And you can see the Carruthers has won the draw to the button, and so they will have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones. And to get us underway, throwing the lead rocks for Johnson Tao is Adam Nogler.
Top 8. Running. Top 4.
This team from the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton. And they represent the Alberta Golden Bears on the big A. Predominant on their jerseys.
No. Okay, 5-3.
We just covered this sheet in the afternoon game. A little more curl on the in-turn side for the right-handed curler.
Really like
than
the end if possible.
Yeah, there you go. And they're going to change turns here because there's a hair more curl, and that's how good these top teams are. They've already, in that one practice, even though they threw only draws to the button, they figured out there's a little bit more curl on this side, so why not use the swing your turn to sink this rock?
What do you think? Clean. I thought a little light or not bad. Clean. Weight's good. Weight's good right now.
Clean.
Little heavy.
Whoa.
T-line. Little heavy. T-line, Reed.
Whoa. Close for line.
Little heavy, Ram.
Close
Back
for
four.
line.
Back 4.
Line.
We're
line.
heavy. We're heavy.
Line.
We're heavy.
Whoa. You gotta get by.
Coming down big time.
Okay. There's just dive.
And big time it does, and it peeks out the other side, the overcurl. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, and we will start with Johnson Tao.
Well, for Johnson Tao, shorten the game. A blank ends a victory. Not that they can't keep up to Carruthers, but you can't get caught playing Carruthers style. Rocks all over the place is not a good idea. Keep it as simple as you possibly can, and then miss. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss it into a spot that is a usable stone.
Whoa, whoa. Curl.
Curl.
Bump.
Curl. Hard curl. Hard curl. Hard.
Curl it.
Look at this. And overthrown, and they'll just touch the shot rock on the way
Got a
back.
10-4.
Keys now for Reed Carruthers.
Well, read it fast for Reed himself. That's exactly what worked for Team Laws. She was the veteran in that morning game on sheet A, had it figured out first and stole 3. So you have to use that knowledge to your advantage against this young team. And the Jacobs factor. Brad Jacobs, we talked about in the opening, unbelievable hitter. He can get Reed out of jail, so he can be more aggressive with hammer.
Keys to the game brought to you by Scotty's Facial
Line's
Tissue.
good.
Unleash
You can
the Scotties. Connor Negevin
You can sweep this back 8's good,
Gotta
guys.
go.
throwing the lead
guys.
stones,
Gotta go,
and
gotta go.
back on the ice after coaching Caitlin Laws to their win earlier today.
Keep it going, guys. Keep it
Never
going.
off,
His wife
never
Selena
off.
throwing the third stones for Laws.
Right to the tee. Right to the tee.
And that's something worth noting. When we talked to Reed before the game, Vic, he talked about the advantage that he felt it gave him being out here watching the ice. He said this morning it was very swingy, it was very patchy, but in watching Carrie Anderson's game as their coach, he saw that they were taking less ice, so he's aware that it's going to be straighter. He saw the tendency to get a little bit slower late in the game, so both Connor and Reed, by coaching, they're doing double duty, but they've learnt more than the other players out here.
Valid point.
Mentioned this is a young team, junior team. Zach Davies is an under 18 gold medal winner.
8-6.
It's terrific. They're following the model. Probably came from hockey, but you take these under 15, under 18, then you move up another group, right? And as you get older, then you progress to the upper levels of competition.
Absolutely.
And Zach is the addition on this team when they won the U21, the second aged out. And so Zach is the new person that has been brought onto the team so that they are age eligible to compete at the Junior Worlds.
Yeah, Benjamin Morin was the player that aged out.
I don't mind going down to medium.
Okay.
Won a silver medal in the juniors in 22 and then won it all in 23 did Johnson Tao. He makes his home in Richmond, but he is studying business at the University of Alberta.
down. Clean. Clean. Get him down.
Yep.
Hard.
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 Really hard. Hard piece. Hard. Hard.
Look out.
Hard.
And just a touch to push it out of the rings. Well, that's a couple now they've overthrown.
Yep.
Just down there, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So 16 teams, men and women. 10 ends have to play minimum of 8, get 2 timeouts. 1 per end, and there's the big difference. Look at the 19 minutes. It's not total time, it's 19 minutes per half, which changes your strategy a little bit. And the winning team, 4 games, win 4 games, $50,000.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Every inch on. Every inch on. Go.
Oh, sorry, guys. Big sweep. Sorry, Brad. Good sweep. No, I like that throw there. Yeah, sorry.
Nice brush there. You had to give it to the brushers. You couldn't be deep.
You got it.
I see something similar here, Kathy, with the Tau team, similar to what we had earlier today with Abby Marks, and it's execution. And, Tau failing to just completely make a shot.
Well, one of the things that he said before the game is arena ice is not new to us. Playing men's teams is not new to us. But we have never been on television before. We have never been a part of something like this. And so we can expect that maybe it'll take them a couple of ends to settle in. You just have to make sure you minimize the scoring until you feel comfortable.
And we saw her late in that game after trailing badly come back to put a little bit of a scare into Caitlin Laws.
Yeah, it's pretty predictable, really, for this young Tau team, too. You're looking up, you're on the Jumbotron, you've got the people looking at you, you're playing a world-class team. Brad Jacobs is a gold medal. It's just so easy to be off your game by that little bit.
No, I never thought heavy. It's easy if it's too much. I don't think we're heavy, Con. Okay. Weight's good.
So the 38-year-old out of Sault Ste. Marie, 14 Brier appearances, legendary. What a couple of years they had. They won the Brier in 13, and then, of course, went on to win the gold medal over David Murdoch in the Worlds, and then, of course, the following year, 14, they won the gold medal in Sochi.
Yeah, they were unstoppable at Sochi.
I still think I was sliding a little hard. I can be a little... Did you get a time on that one?
4:15. Okay.
Flawless end here by Team Carruthers so far. Got the perfect come around, got the mistake, and they've controlled the deuce.
Hard, right up.
Hard,
right up. Hard.
Hard, right to it.
Hard.
Right to it, hard.
Keep going now.
Clean, yep.
Nice brushing.
Little roll.
And he'll roll it towards the center line, just sitting back edge of the 4. Shot rock for the moment. And that's putting every bit of weight on that brush. Adam Nogler. His dad, Tom, he is from Yellowknife, and his dad represented the Northwest Territories at 6 Briers. Tom Nogler.
Not heavy there.
No, weight's
Well,
good. Weight's good.
Some things never change. You may change a team, but that focus of Jacobs.
Oh, my goodness.
That stare.
Yeah.
Girl! Whoa, line! Whoa, line!
Now, where are you going to go? How far can you go?
not bad.
And then it'll just slip back of the tee line.
Good throw, bud.
Yeah, I think that's still I want to throw those. That was probably max ice. Pretty straight down there.
I was scared of it curling there. That's a good throw.
Nice throw, Cups. Real good throw.
Pretty good? Okay.
Yeah, you threw it real good. It wasn't heavy either.
You heard this. Even though he made that well, he still went down, gave information to the front end. That ran pretty straight, boys. That is the straight of the 2 turns, and all 4 people have to know about it right away.
Okay, you got JT. Yep.
Chance to roll here, though. You have to roll a good foot.
Medium? Yeah.
This team played 2 events so far. They lost the semifinal of the Saville Shootout in Edmonton to Brendan Botcher. And then on the Alberta tour in Beaumont, more recently, they went to 2 and 3. That's something, Kathy. So many provinces, Saskatchewan has them, Manitoba, Alberta tours, and even here in Ontario now, there's the Stu Sells tour.
Well, and they're so important because not everyone has the sponsorship that allows you to travel across the country. And so what it does is it helps to improve the talent that you have at home. And obviously, they draw in some bigger teams as well.
Roll it, roll it.
Oh, when he got that little flip, exactly what he wanted.
9-8. That was pretty gradual there.
So 16 teams. The top 10 are determined by their points in the Canadian team ranking system. So that number 1, of course, is Gouju. Junior champion, Town. U champion, University champion, Moeybrook from Ontario. Dobson won the college championship. Ballston, the club championship. Glenn Howard gets in because he was the runner-up in Ontario, and McEwen and that team blew up during the off-season, so he gets the spot.
Kind of tracks and then comes in a bit.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you like that?
Yeah?
Do you like that?
Yeah, so like,
I think we have to.
just off that.
Well, choices for Carruthers here. He can roll open
Weight's good.
and pretty well sew up a deuce. Or he can roll underneath and hope there isn't a freeze or run back made and try for 3.
Samagalski
Curl it.
now trying to help it over is Negevin, and he'll sit right there.
Nice shot. Good throw, Reed. Well thrown.
Not where he wanted it, though. A little hit and flop
Good throw
again.
around.
It's going to be really hard to remove.
I think ideally that.
I think he's trying to roll wide side and it over curled on him.
Yeah, curled it.
Yeah, curl block.
Again, the side that curls the most.
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
You could probably roll over and touch Reed's other yellow and be right underneath the corner guard.
Yeah, give you half a second less or a little more than that. Like a little more ice, or is that? That's pretty close, eh? That might be min. That might be min, yeah. But I don't think, I think it's good.
I like it.
Let's make it.
Not the hair.
Well, let's get our first look at number 9 against number 8, and that's Ryan Weeb from the Fort Rouge in Winnipeg against John Epping from the Leaside Curling Club Toronto. And it is Epping with the hammer here in the first.
And a really good chance to score 3. Facing 2, Ryan Weeb tried to hit and roll under on his first. He just ticked the Epping stone over, didn't remove it from play, and rolled out. That allowed John to draw for 3. And on his final attempt, Ryan was trying to roll underneath and just got to the nose. So this is an open hit for 3.
Go, John.
Second appearance for Epping at the PointsBet Invitational, and he went 1-1 a year ago, and that's a quick 3.
Got the job done. Took me a while to get the landing.
Where did Tao end up? Good spot or not?
As good as he could make it, Vic. He actually kicked the other one. He got by the guard so tight, risking giving up 3, and he just snuck by the guard, and this is not an easy shot for Reed. Look at the roller. This doesn't get by a ton. And a good firm weight, kicks it over as far as he could, and that's the best he could do. Look, Reed's taking a ton of ice. His previous one over curled, so that's why, but you could overthrow it with this much ice. Hack weight is probably too much weight.
Weight's good.
Just clean, just clean.
Weight's good.
Clean, just clean.
Clean. Weight's good.
They won 4 straight games last year in
Curl, Con.
Fredericton to pick up the $50,000.
Come on.
Negevin trying to help this over. Just got a corner of it. Can you push this out and sit down?
Shot,
Oh,
Rammer.
how nice is that? What a great start. Wonderful first stone by Reed Carruthers.
Shot, Rammer.
to pick up a couple. And before we go to break, let's drop in on Kevin Cooey out of the Glencoe in Calgary against Ryan Kleiter from the Sutherland Curling Club in Saskatoon.
And the 4-foot lines have been trouble for both teams. There has not been a lot of movement, a lot of things running straight. Kevin drew on his first one, but it is back 4. And so when Ryland tried to go in on top, which he did and is shot stone, they didn't manage to get it back to the backing. And so the question is, picking it out for 2 is one thing, but it is so straight, your odds of missing it on the outside are as good as hitting it because it is edge to edge almost and very straight.
Yeah, you can't see much of that thing, if any.
I guess it's...
How we use that draw look from down there?
I don't like the draw. I'd play like some kind of board weight. But I mean, I can screw that up too, a little high side, right?
I like this, guy.
Okay. Yep. A little more.
This is so tough, but it's the least dangerous. If you miss everything, it's a steal of 1. If you play the run back or something, it could be a steal of 3 or 4.
They played just one event this year, the Cooey team. They lost the final in Okotoks to Brendan Botcher.
Right off, guys.
Now trying to help it over. Here we go.
Straight.
Karek Martin straighten it up. And you'll get nothing. And it'll be a steal of 1. Cooey falls behind early on this Wednesday night. 16 miles Sport Complex seats 1,500. It's the home of the Oakville Blades of the Ontario Provincial Junior Hockey League. It is quite the complex. This is an Olympic-size surface, and there are 3 other ice surfaces, and they're all busy tonight. One was hockey. There's the Oakville Figure Skating Club and another. So Carruthers picks up the deuce. Very nice touch shot with his last stone. Johnson with his first time with the last rock playing the Red Stones.
I threw easy. It was a little gradual, but I was off the line. I think I'll lean this for you, bud. But easy.
Weight's good.
Yep.
Weight's good.
Yep.
Light. Little light.
Yep. Gotta go. Any roll, guys. Any roll could be in the rings. Any roll.
Nope.
It's okay. Good throw. Good throw, Brad.
Medium.
The number 1 seed, Brad Gouju. 5 championships now against Greg Balston, a former Ontario rep back in 14, but he is the Everest Club champion.
Easy.
Well, for Greg Balston, phase 2 on his final was trying to hit and roll in front of the other Gouju stone to make it a little bit more difficult to remove, but just rolled a little bit. So open hit for 2.
Good 2, boys.
And that'll do.
Little quiet. 10-5.
Whoa. Curl. Okay.
9-4, good toss.
Nice throw.
Yeah.
Solid? Yeah.
Close.
Clean.
Clean.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa. Curl.
Clean.
Good.
Shot. Nice, eh?
Yeah. Easy here.
Easy.
Yep, easy.
Okay.
Trying to roll it underneath the other Carruthers yellow just out front. Could just ignore this and draw around that yellow one.
Easy.
Whoa.
Quiet.
Whoa.
Easy.
Whoa.
Light easy.
Whoa, curl.
Hard
Whoa,
on.
whoa, 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 clean. Whoa, curl.
Curl.
Slow roll.
Whoa.
It's 10-9. Max set on that, eh?
So we saw the first half of the women's bracket this afternoon. We'll look at the right side tomorrow at 2 Eastern. We'll join you. But look at all the top seeds, or the seeds higher, were all winners. Einarson, Skurlik. That's incorrect. Grandy won that game. So Grandy was your winner. And, of course, Laws. Grandy was your winner in a draw to the button, which is unique now for this event.
Less than half an inch, Vic. Eh?
Yep.
That was what a finish.
I could probably give you that.
Yeah, I think so. Like that 15.
I think that's close for ice for me.
Yeah, 11 at 15 seconds.
Bit of a learning curve for or experience for these young teams. Just by hitting and staying, they wanted to roll inside Team Tau, but they rolled outside to a nibbler. That forced an error out of Team Carruthers. Now you have a free try here.
Light. Yeah.
Line's good. Tight
turn.
Jaden Ewart
Tight turn.
studies kinesiology at the University of Alberta. It's gonna
Just
be
the guard.
Hard for a bounce.
This is going to be a big pull here if they can get it.
Don't necessarily want to tap that yellow one either. Might as well get off it.
Curl. Okay. 16-3.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, you did. You here, bud? Just take out light.
That's probably our spot, eh?
Yeah.
Jonathan, like that throw?
Yeah, throw's good.
Okay. 2
Yeah, I think
per
so.
round?
Like, I think it's pretty darn close to what looks like pretty.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Good luck on the weight.
Yeah.
What's the reference? Good luck on the weight. They're just not sure of it?
Yeah, right. It's only the second end, and they're well inside that draw of the button path that both teams warmed up. They were edge of 8 or wider. So this would be a slower path. So I'm guessing 4 to 6 feet slower.
Okay. Yeah, speed should be okay in this track.
Yeah, give me
okay, so I'm going to get
15.
15.
We'll put it in a good
Toss
spot.
you around.
Okay, you got it, pal.
High in the house is good.
15. They're going to have to brush that to get it there. Now, as it gets to the second hog line, it'll be in a spot that's well used, because that's where all the curlers came out in the first end and warmed it up. So
I got light.
I didn't.
I got good.
Mine's
I got
good.
I have
Mine's
good.
good.
Top.
12. Wait only.
Whoa.
Road.
Line's good.
Road.
Line's good. You got road.
Road.
How's the weight, boys?
You're just top 8.
Hey, always Derek.
Go ahead and knife this, Derek.
Go ahead, Derek. Finish it. Yeah. Come on. Mine's getting
2-0 Gushue leads Ballston. Can he get a couple back here?
Well, he could have. He had an opportunity. That stone that's frozen behind the guard was not accessible for Brad Gushue, so he tried to draw, and his first one went deep. But Greg Baldson, in trying to draw in, actually ticked the guard, didn't get in, and Brad Gushue made no mistake on his second draw. He is shot stone at the back of the forefoot. This is not for 2. This is the straight draw, trying to score.
It's really grinding. Yeah, good throw.
Very nice to get his one from the Richmond Hill Curling Club. And from the applause here, it appears some have made the drive from Richmond Hill, Ontario, just north of the greater Metro Toronto area.
Bump and roll open. Yep. You got it, Jonathan. You just gotta go for the big roll. I think that's really close with bump.
Yeah, I like it.
Run on the center here forever.
a couple feet farther, Reed would have been right underneath, but he'll be quite happy with that with a 2-point lead. He's got his force here. There is no chance to roll underneath.
I think it feels pretty similar.
Similar to outside.
Okay. Yeah. It's like bump.
Hair solid.
Whoa.
Solid
Close.
bump.
Solid bump.
That.
Close.
Yep.
Whoa. Hard. Yep.
Hard, Zach. Hard.
Hard to it.
Gotta
Roll it.
go. Gotta go.
No.
12.
Just broke it. You see there?
Yeah, I just broke earlier.
Yeah, again, I'm harping on it. Remember, the shot they missed in the first end was the outturn going down because that's the straighter side. It ran dead straight. This is the outturn coming home. It's going to have more curl. They had that. They had that halfway down. They just watched it curl.
Yeah. No,
That's far off.
We were on the red.
Oh, yeah, once it broke, it broke.
Yeah.
There you go. It takes a while to be a world-class ice reader.
You make the first shot you called. I mean, even if you're a little deep but you're buried, he's got to draw.
Yeah. Man, I kind of feel like I'm going to make this tap real good.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is one of the things we talked with Reed about, Kathy. The adjustments that
How'd you hear?
Yeah.
there are several that Brad Jacobs has to make, and one of them is now being a third and being supportive of the skip and not overstepping what the third is supposed to do.
Well, and he pitched. You know, some options, but you hear Reed say, I really feel like I'm going to make this. Jacobs knows better than anyone. If Skip thinks he's going to make it, let him throw it.
All right, let's go Wiebe and Epping after Epping scored 3 in the first. Final stone coming up now for Ryan Wiebe out of the Fort Rouge in Winnipeg.
Well, for John Epping, faced 2 on both of his shots, rolled out on both of his shots, and that is why Ryan Wiebe's now in a situation already lying 1, a chance for 2, needs full 12.
2 events so far this season, 1 and 2 at the Manitoba Tour in Winnipeg, and then the Mother Club event in at the Granite went 1 and 2 as well.
You're never heavy.
Just 23 years of age.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
That's a new pass, eh?
And now watching this little tap underneath.
Good shot, Rammer.
Oh, and now you just push it a little far. Nope, he has forces from still to make that draw against 3.
And Ryan just that little bit short. I think he got out there a little bit further than they expected, and so just the single.
15 here, same as my draw?
Yeah, I'd say 15, high 14.
Let's keep them down here. I got 3-9 on reads.
Going to need full 8
15,
foot.
I'm thinking, what am I airing towards?
I think you're airing towards that high 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a high...
Seems a little slower in this path.
Like a low to mid 15 is probably going to be a big bag to get there, right? So yeah, high 14 if anything.
Yeah, I love that.
Sure.
That's exactly where they had the broom. Maybe an inch wider, to be fair, of all the practice shots. So this should be a spot they know really well.
Close.
Weight's close.
I think it's all there.
I'm good. We're a little heavy right now. Okay.
Running.
Back 4.
Facing 3.
Running. Back 8.
Be careful here. It's as good a spot as there is in the whole sheet.
Nogler and Davies have backed right off.
Back 12.
Gradually curling. Still running though.
It's
back 4. They got back 8. And back 12. And back line. And through it goes. Steal of 3. Brad Jacobs on the brush for the lead. Connor Negaman. Reed Carruthers out to a 5-0 lead after 2 in the first, steal 3 in the second. Once again, it is Johnson Tao out of the Saville Community Sports Center that does have the hammer as the last rock, playing the Redstones.
And all of this is learning. There's a really big year ahead of Johnson. He has to go to the Worlds in December, and that's the World B Championships because Canada's rating in the juniors has dropped. And so in order to play at the main stage, if you will, Canada will have to finish top 3. So he will go to Finland in December and try to do that with the hope of going back to Finland in February to play in the A World Championships and try to get Canada back on the podium.
Gotta go wait.
Yeah, and this is that team, so they're grooming this team, right?
Oh, yes.
Just getting ready for that.
Okay, yeah, keep going. Okay, 16-1.
You have to take a bit of adrenaline, Kathy, on that previous draw. They knew that spot. Unfortunately, it was probably the fastest spot, either in turn or out turn to the button, because both teams have warmed it up.
and it doesn't move that much there. If you had an extra couple of feet of movement, then that weight comes off.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Line's
really
good.
Weight's close.
Line.
Line only.
Gotta go line.
Weight's good.
Line.
Line only.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna hook these. Watch out.
Okay. You want to bounce
line,
this?
line. Oh,
Good, Brett.
okay. Man, that curled them out.
I thought I threw that pretty positive too.
Yeah, you did.
I liked it. Really. I liked it.
Well, last time we were here, we saw Kevin Cooey give up the steal of one to Ryan Kleiter. What's he got here?
Well, now he has an opportunity for 3. The Cooey team did not look very sharp in the first end, but certainly did in the second. Kleiter tried a couple of big weight doubles, managing only to get 1. And in each case, he rolled out to the wings, which did not force Cooey to have to make a shot. This is a draw for 3.
Nice rebound for the 4-time Canadian champion Kevin Cooey out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary.
Yep.
Zach Davies.
Pretty good. All right. What's time?
8-3.
8-3.
Feel one.
So what do you think here, Brad? Not much?
I don't think so. Not the way you can throw it. So.
Just smooth, boys.
Like that, Broom. Just smooth, pal.
Clean.
Derek Semigolski.
Yep. Clean.
That's a ball.
Nice throw, Derek.
That boy, Derek. Good shot. That boy. Nice shot, pal. I got it, boy.
Hey, Derek, it's effortless power on those peels for him. Get that Manitoba talk, and he's at that hog line in a big hurry.
Yeah, I'm 15 and mid 14.
I think we're all there. Weight's close.
Heavy.
Turn down.
Line's good.
Whoa, let it work.
D.
Line's good.
Back 4.
Line's good.
Back 4.
Room.
Back 8. Back 8.
Back
We're
eight's
heavy.
good.
We're heavy.
Back
We're
eight's
heavy.
good.
Back eight's okay. Curl.
Curl. Hard finish.
Back eight. No, right off.
As long as you shot.
3-5. And they'll have to dig in to be shot. They go just that little bit heavy.
3-5.
Yeah.
Well, he's, of course, the new director of high performance, David Murdoch. The lady on the left is Michelle Gower. She's the head official here at this year's PointsBet Invitational. Murdoch has had several camps across the country, and many of the teams in this event have been at that, including Reed Carruthers. And it's all about lining up the stone, Kathy, right?
His whole premise to the teams is that for years we've been talking about trying to get similar releases, but it doesn't matter if you have the same release, if one person's sliding wide of the broom and pitching it back and the other person's narrow. So what he's asked all the teams to consider, not forcing, but consider the benefits of having your rocks start on the center line in the same place as each other, so that if you're sliding out in a straight line at the broom, any nuance you have with your release, a set or a little bit of a motion, it's going to be infinitesimal at the broom compared to if you're sliding wide and narrow and trying to put it back. And one of the things that Reed said, he completely bought into it, but he said we can't afford to risk too much because we're all throwing it a little bit different than we have been. And so that makes you a little bit uncertain about risking too much.
Well, the other thing, listen, they were here in Oakville, and they went 3-2 at a Stu Sells event. Then at the Shorty Jenkins, they were playing well early. They lost in the quarterfinals to the Italian Joel Retornaz, and then they got into their bad habits again. So when they got here, they didn't go back to Winnipeg or back to the Sioux. They just practiced a couple of days. It's all about grooving now, Russ, where to put that stone.
Yeah, we my best friend Granada Shaw, Marianne Arsenault, called with the great Colleen Jones. We do a lot of clinics. It's the first thing we teach for about an hour and a half. And you want that rock basically in the middle, between the middle of the hat directly to the skip's broom. And it's unbelievable how many curlers have it off their lead shoulder, off their throwing shoulder, closer to the center line. And now you got 40 pounds going in the wrong direction, or you're going in the wrong direction trying to get the rock back on line. And it's just, you're trying to do too many things and get the speed at the same time. And that's all he's trying to teach. It's really simple. It's just alignment. You don't play darts with the dart off your right ear. You've got it right in front of you.
But one of the things I like the best, Vic, is when you asked him about, is he buying into this? And he went back to playing with Jeff Stoughton and saying, there I was playing with a 42-year-old guy who had won it all. And when they were talking about things that could be improved, Jeff was the one sitting at the front of the class. And he talked about being a teacher, needing to always be open to learning. And Canadians don't have to look very far to see that at the World Championships, being at the top of the podium is not nearly as easy as it once was.
Line's good.
Yeah, they could very easily brush him off and say, no, we won't want to do this.
Yep.
But I think, in fairness to David too, it's not a pie in the sky idea. It's just it's like a golfer. If you're not lined up, you're going to lose a pile of balls, and that's all he's really doing.
Throw your broom down where I said, just so
And
I can visualize.
Jaden Newart now setting up a little stagger for Carruthers to come behind.
A little off on the draw weight here for these guys. Down the center again.
$15 range?
Yeah, 15, 2.
Okay.
You want this like biting 4 around or pull 4?
Just like even full H is label 4.
Okay, bud.
Kathy, I'm so impressed with Reed Carruthers, the skip, because I was very impressed when it was Reed Carruthers, the second stone for the great Jeff Stoughton. But he really hasn't skipped a ton, throughout his entire career, and he's just so good at it.
He definitely has the demeanor that you need. He's just very calm, very patient.
I close.
Line's
Really
good.
Line's
Weight's
good.
Line's good.
Top 8.
We got room.
I got a little
Line's
light.
close.
Line's good.
Just tell me when to go.
Top 8.
Line's good.
It's not heavy.
Room. That line's good.
Room.
Easy.
Still have room. Stay
Boy,
close,
lots of
though.
room. If this is going to get over, it's going to have to do so in a hurry.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's
Look at
good.
it go.
Line's good. Line's perfect.
Great shot, Rammer.
Great sweep.
Wow. You wouldn't have thought it had a chance.
No, that's true on the straighter turn, too. Just perfect
I just
speed.
have to be within 16 feet. And you guys
It's good, eh? Like we can carry that.
Look at that.
I know it's
All right, update now. Gouju leading Ballston 2-1, and it is Gouju sitting 1. Just back of the tee line, 4 foot.
But it is not an easy draw necessarily. Brad's having to go way out into the wings. And this Ballston team is making a lot of shots. They're making a lot of freezes. There's lots of rocks in play, not because of misses, but because of some really good shots. So it is true that Brad's got a draw for 2, but again, closing the scoring zone down, making it much more difficult for Brad to score that second point. Needs 4 foot.
Well, we mentioned Ballston has played at the highest level of Ontario play, represented Ontario in 14 at the Brier. As a skip, went 5 and 6. And now has turned his attention to the club play, and that'll be for 2. So he's been around the block at the highest level.
So good.
Yeah.
Good sweep, guys.
Did slide.
Got it.
Where does he want to go with this, Tao?
Right around here. He needs to hide it somehow, and obviously you can't completely bury it without being, back 12. So you want to be like maybe half buried back 4, with as much depth as you can to allow enough curl getting by it.
Interesting what he said to us, Kathy, is that the difference between juniors, university play, and adult play. We can say that. Now trying to hide it. Does he hide it? Does it stop in time? No, slides a little far. It's just, there's no forgiveness in the highest level.
No.
You're going to get away with half shots in a junior game, and more likely you can come back if you're down. It's going to be tough for him. He's down, 5-0.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a difficult, there's just that difference.
Yes. Yeah, and not that the top men make everything, but they also know how to miss it the right way, and that makes such a big difference. Look at Reed there. They brushed that from one end to the other, whereas Tao went deep. You can't make that back red one any better, but you can make the yellow one better if you had to.
And if you saw the age difference there, the Tao team at 20 and 36 years for Carruthers, that's 16 years of extra experience that Tao does not yet have.
Last cups.
Let's drop in 3-1 Epping against Weeb, and the final stone coming up for John Epping out of the Leaside Curling Club in Toronto.
That yellow stone at the back of the 4 was John's first draw. It was already lying 1, but he slid deep. The red stone that is shot, that's Ryan Weeb's final stone. So he's trying to run back his own and pick off the shot stone.
Keep it clean.
Oh, and it'll just grind to a halt. Just couldn't come across thin enough to chip it out. And so it's a steal of 1. Weeb. So the draw is still available. Needs a little piece of the forefoot. Does Johnson Tao, 20 years of age. Asked him, where did the love of the game come from? He said, well, I was born in Beijing, and it was when his parents got him tickets during the Olympics in Vancouver that they went. He was, 7 years of age,
yes,
Kathy?
Yep.
And it was a couple of years later that his parents got him into the curling program in Vancouver. And now here he is on national television at the PointsBet Invitational.
Another quick spot here for this draw.
I liked it. I liked it. I had it.
Mine's good.
He liked it out of his hand. Needs a piece of the 4.
Top 8.
Tight.
Top 12.
Tight.
Curling.
Top 8.
Tight.
Oh, here it goes, and it's starting to go. They got to save this now because it's going right at that center guard. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Can you spill it in? And they will not. And that will be a steal of 1 more. Stick it right there. Bang. That'll do. That'll get you your 2. Try to keep it there. Very impressive game so far. Right to it. Lennon time. And away it goes. And 2 more for Jones. And the $50,000 payday will go to Jennifer Jones. And we will get our first look at Jennifer Jones tomorrow as we focus on the right side of the bracket. But today, look at the winners. Einarson, Skurlik in a win over Inglis. Brandy in a draw to the button over Duncan. 1.5 centimeters the difference. And Laws with a win over Marks. So tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be back with you with the other half of the women's bracket. And our featured game will be Jones against Plett. Dropping in now on the game between Kevin Cooey and Ryan Kleiter. Kleiter and his team from the Sutherland Curling Club in Saskatoon. This is the final stone for Ryan in 3.
Well, he has an opportunity for 3. It's a delicate shot to try to get by one of his own and remove the Cooey stone. Kevin tried to double on his final stone, got one, but rolled across the face of the other, and that presents a huge opportunity to take the lead back.
And there it is, attaboy. That's for 3. So 4-3, he leads Cooey now. And we've decided to go right next door. We're going to leave the game between Tao and Carruthers, with Carruthers up now 6-0. And we'll go over to sheet A. And it is Cooey out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary, 4-time Canadian champion, against Ryan Kleiter from the Sutherland in Saskatoon. Cooey has the last rock, has the hammer, playing the Redstones here in 4.
And that shot by Kark, a little bit indicative of some of the up and down play by the Cooey team, sliding in on a corner guard. That's not what you would expect.
10. Whoa, then. Whoa.
Yeah, they're not sharp other than that great
Always
three.
Matt.
But the first end they gave up the steal and then giving up a field goal in end number 3.
Put that over there, bud.
Well, Cooey having played just the one event, they did lose the final, albeit at Okotoks, to Brendan Botcher. Kleiter, on the other hand, has played 3 events. They made a semifinal in the tour event in Alberta. They won the under-25 national championship. And then in Okotoks, the same event, they went 3-3.
It's good. It's not bad, eh?
Yeah, Team Kleiter's worked hard at it. The last couple of years at junior, they did a lot of curling, a lot of traveling. Dean, the coach, the father, Kleiter, has worked hard with these guys. And it's Kathy's mentioned, it's you can be the best junior team in the world. There's still a jump to get to the Kevin Cooeys in the world, and they've worked hard at it. Wide open error here again, though, by Team Kleiter gives Cooey an early chance for a deuce.
Those gets them both. Close.
And this is a new addition to the Kleiter team this year. Matt Hall, who won a Canadian junior and then won a world junior with Tyler Tardy.
And a gold medal out of the University of Laurier, too. So
Clean. Yep. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa.
So interesting, the Saskatchewan team has reached
Okay.
to the east and to Hall, who's from Kitchener, Ontario. Just a little bit northwest of where we are here in Oakville.
So pretty much the same as I threw on my draw last time? Okay.
Cooey would be quite happy to leave that run back all day. They're not going to make all of them. Right around again, top 8. That name looks familiar, Vic.
Yeah.
I'll tell you if it is after the shot.
He'll either still be my son or I won't know him. All right.
Top 8, top 4.
Coming, joining the team after a year with BC, of course, last year, representing BC at the Brier.
Coming off.
Yep. It's top 8. Yep, looks light. Does not need a curl.
Okay, we're top 8.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's interesting the number of changes. So, you know, this is likely the end of the tinkering that teams will do. Now it's 2 years. You'll have 2 years. But so
No, I've got one more.
Jacques comes here. Caitlin Schneider, if I'm not mistaken, Kath, he took over that team of Jacques'. Am I correct?
Yes.
So interesting there. So this is likely it. I mean, it's not unheard of. Someone would make that a switch. But for all intents and purposes, these are the teams you'll see now that will make the run towards the trials.
Clean. Trip. Hard trip. Hard trip, hard. Hard, buddy. Right up. Okay. Good weight,
Nice
Matt.
shot. Good speed control there.
Good sweep.
Kathy, I heard the Cooey front end say we'll have to be ready in the hack. And
Well, it's a reality with this kind of time. We know that Kevin Cooey is always tight for time. They've had a lot of discussions already in this game, and 19 minutes goes quick.
And for Cooey, it doesn't. Because he's impervious to it. But you wonder how it'll affect the young guys in the team. They're going to have to get used to that.
11.
11.
So you can see it counting down for Kleiter. At one point in time, after that first end, Cooey had used 3 minutes more
in one end.
At first end. And he ended up giving up a steal of 1.
Whoa. 10.
So that was a time not well spent.
Hard curl.
Curl.
Hard curl. Okay, that's good. Good sweep. Okay. 10? Yeah, 10.
Just to remind you, you get
Okay.
one timeout now per half. And you cannot carry over that timeout should you not use it. So here's Tyler Tarney as he goes and plays against his former teammate Matthew Hall, throwing the second stones for Kleiter.
Shot. Work. Good scrub.
Another big roll. 11.
Try to roll it right across over in front of the other red Cooey rock. Make it difficult for Cooey's team to remove it and hang around. Don't have to throw this hard.
11.
Okay, just clean.
Close. 11.
Whoa.
Curl.
Clean, curl.
11.
Okay, clean. Yeah, curl, curl.
Curl.
Curl. Hard curl,
Hard
curl.
roll.
Yep.
Hard right. Go, go, go,
Get
go,
going,
go.
get going. Good shot, Josh.
Okay, good throw.
Little less. Hack.
Is that minimum? Looks like minimum. Can I get here more?
We hear a lot of talk about ice with this team, with 3 skips, with both Tyler and Jock having skipped. And Kevin's very open to adjusting the broom to make sure that the thrower feels comfortable with what he's been given.
We're hoping to get that edge on edge.
They just draw that you make the runner, I guess.
Gouju with a 4-1 lead over Greg Balsden, and it is Gouju who is sitting the one, top 8 undercover. What are you looking at here?
Well, he's trying to run the guard back. That red shot stone was just drawn by Brad Gouju because the shot stone that was Balsden's was frozen to one of his own. So this is the slash sideways, trying to pick it out for 2.
Jordan Keon.
Curl and get lucky.
Maybe. No, it won't come off the back of the other one, so it will be a steal of 1 for Gouju.
Interesting call, though. You know, the odds of making that were so slim, and the draw was so easy. Greg's a wonderful drawer. Played against him many times. 4-2 would look a lot better than 5-1, but I guess they figure they're playing Brad Gouju, and what are your chances?
10. Clean.
Whoa. Curl.
Funny,
Matt Hall, sorry to interrupt. Matt Hall holds the brush for Kleiter when he throws, leaving Joshua Mattern and Trevor Johnson to do the brushing.
But also because, sorry Ross, you're not going to get a turn.
Do I have to put my hand up? Or
you do. And it's because Matt Hall, of course, skipped for such a long time.
Yeah, really good.
I'll get my hands up.
Good throw, just ran like dead straight.
Real funny end here, Vic, when you think about it. Cart Martin's corner guard slid in the rings, which is a huge error on ice this good. And then Team Kleiter flashed it, and that's what's caused the 2-ender so far.
It wasn't worth it, Kathy.
No, I was going to say we waited for that.
That's all you got.
That's it. Put your hand up for that.
Well, and there's a number you're not going to see very often.
Oh, gosh, no.
Clean. Solid control. Easy. Whoa. Curl.
Whoa. Shot.
Once you know you're going to nose it in Cooey's case, don't roll inside. It gives Kleiter a chance to roll buried. Keep it out there as far as you can. Make the roll longer.
Same curl here, but just a little less.
Epping with a 3-2 lead as we drop in, and the last rock does belong to Epping.
And an opportunity to get 2 back after that steal last end. Ryan Weeb tried to play the hit and roll freeze right on top of that Yellowstone on his final. It rolled a little bit, but there still is lots of space between the two, so a nose hit is what John's looking for.
No more. Jay, clean.
Final stone for Kleiter on the way as well.
Clean.
And that'll be the 2 for Epping. And rolling it back and under cover, and it'll sit for shot stone, back edge of the 8.
Pretty good, though. It's a delicate in-turn tap for Cooey here.
I think it's really close.
Heads up by Tardy to be right there, ready to go, and brush as far as he could.
I mean, this isn't the easiest spot in the sheet right now, so.
He's right. It is very straight. It takes a long time to make its move.
Should be pretty good, yeah.
You tick the guard, you're 2 downs. It's a big shot here. More chance of missing it wide, though, Kath. You're right.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't see a pile of that thing. You're better here, I always found, is, you know, just throw a back ring, wait, get your 1. If they can bump it a couple feet, fine.
Good, yeah.
To the hack?
Oh, whoa then, whoa then.
To the hack!
Whoa then.
Yeah, just to the hack.
Clean.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Just to the hack.
Weight's great. Girl. Go ahead. Clean.
Just to the hack.
Girl. Can't hurt it. Can't hurt it. We're good. For fun. Out of the way.
Look at the weight.
Beautiful.
Perfect. Yeah, just enough to do the job.
2 red, yeah. Shot, Gav.
Wasting no energy. He'll pick up a couple. Cooey here in 4 to retake the lead. 16 Mile Sports Complex here in Oakville on our first evening. We'll be here till Sunday. First look at the one half of the men's draw, and with a couple in 4, Kevin Cooey out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary retakes the lead over Ryan Kleiter, Sutherland Curling Club in Saskatoon. It's Kleiter with Last Rock as the Hammer playing the Yellowstone.
Josh, close. Josh. Go. Hard, Josh. Hard, Josh, hard. Any roll.
That's fine. That's not bad, yeah.
Pretty nice here.
No more than I threw last time, I don't think.
Yeah.
Our team fighters say that's fine, but it really isn't. The intern path's now gone if you're right-handed. 2 raises for Cooey. Come around opportunity. He's controlling the front. Team Kleiter's got a bit of work to do to get out of this.
I got this air bait.
Clean.
Wait. Top 4, top button.
Wait only.
Line's good.
Top 4.
Yep.
Top 3, top 4.
Hey.
Line's great.
Line's
Girl.
good. No, line's good. Play the weight. Looks light. Hard, guys. Gotta go for weight. Keep going. Line's great. All you got. Keep going. Get it in there.
Well scrubbed.
Yeah. Quarter rock. Even thin quarter.
Clean. Little light dust for the boys, eh?
Whoa.
Matthew Hall.
Whoa. Okay, yep. Catch that back one. It's good, Matt. Good.
Well done.
One yellow is slow. We talked about it. Like, that doesn't make
even
any
the
sense.
hogs don't make sense when I was getting them. So yeah, I think that one.
Well, interesting discussion of the rocks. We saw them sharpening the other day, but you know, it's different ice conditions, and even though you have rock books, all these players have either played with them or have the rock books. They're always a little bit different when they're sharper. And you hear them talking about the yellow stones. Those are the stones thrown by Ryland Kleiter that a couple are they just don't make sense. So you start to believe what you see.
Mentioned earlier today, these stones are, of course, Curling Canada stones. They were used in last year's PointsBet. They were used at the Scotties last February and the New Holland Juniors.
Yeah, once they're sanded, they're totally different, Vic, and you have to be aware.
If I ever go yellow into the red, does it go back into the red? Don't know. If I ever go yellow red, does it go back?
The game we started with,
Be really close, yeah.
Johnson Tao and Reed Carruthers blanked the 4th, so it remains 6-0 Tao with the Hammer playing 5.
I just wanted to point it out. I see a 9 with a quarter rock. Okay, quarter rock. Like, even if I get a little thin and it spins down.
Good call here by this young team. You could run the yellow one back, kind of play the hero shot, but the stick, it's tricky, especially with speed. But this opens everything up. If you get this thin enough, and you might be able to save one of the yellows. But more importantly, it opens it up and sets up 2 corner guards.
It's almost tracking. Then I got the back one. All right, Matt.
Oh.
Okay.
Plan
You called
B.
9, hey? You called 9? Yeah. I don't think you saw that. That was Peel.
That was Peel. It wasn't going to curl any different, though, I don't
Okay.
think, with that. Did? I didn't mind. I didn't like hate it out of your hand. I thought we had a chance to at least touch it. Yeah. Like I was a little bit shocked, but what did it feel like? That side is really tight, but like I didn't feel like I was. Go ahead. You can.
A lot of talking off this young team, and I like that. That's how you're going to get better. Keep that communication going. Figure out what happened there.
Just play the weight.
I thought Kevin Cui might hit this yellow one, Kathy, out front. That's a rock that can be raised. Not that this is wrong.
I think he likes to play aggressive and stay aggressive. I think he's played too long to just keep it simple, even though sometimes that's the better call, you could argue.
Yeah, if this is ever made.
Yes.
And you can roll just about anywhere in the right-hand half of the sheet.
I like 10 to make the transfer.
10 should be close.
Ten.
10.
Whoa. Curl.
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 Okay, yep. Trev. Hard, Trev. Hard. Gotta roll that shooter off. Yeah. Roll that shooter off.
A missed opportunity there.
Yes. Okay. Like the way you think.
There's just enough subtlety to the 4 sheets out here, and what I mean by that is one turns maybe a shade more curl. And a guy like Cui can use that to his advantage. Maybe he left that run back thinking they'd miss it on the high side, which is exactly what happened.
Going up heavy on that. Never heavy.
Just a shade straighter on this outturn side.
Weight's good.
Half. Just half.
Hard then.
No, weight's good. 2/3.
Clean.
Line's fine.
2/3.
Oh, yeah, weight's good.
Weight too.
Half 2/3, Kev.
Right to my broom. Whoa, whoa.
We haven't heard the buzzing bees since last season, and Carrick Martin on the brush.
All right.
I think I like that.
Yeah, I agree. Your best bet's
Overcurled that a bit.
Looked like we gave a broom last night. Like try nose?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is fine too, though.
Well, those are a lot different calls, though. Just through?
Just through.
Okay, try and get nose.
Yeah, you know, he makes a point. I heard somebody at the other end throwing in say, there are 2 different calls here. What do you want? Do you want to just stay there, or do you in fact want to roll behind your own? And it's 2 different weights, I assume.
Yep. And what happens is if you don't make the decision, if you kind of go, oh, we can do this or that, then you end up in between.
Hard, Trev, you got it. Okay, whoa. Watch this one.
Trevor Johnson.
Touch it. Okay.
And they don't get through. Don't get by.
They won't be open this time. Take another 4 inches of ice here.
I thought he's just getting a little bit more curl with his in. That's it.
It was good.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, Kathy, we were chatting on the drive to Oakville, and you know, a lot of skips wouldn't want to take on younger players. Your brother said as much to me, Glenn, and I think Brad Jacobs didn't particularly want to do that. But here is Kevin Cui at the age of now 48. Carrick Martin, his lead is 33, so you've got 15 years. And in Tyler and Jacques, they're both 25. So, I mean, he's taken them on, and I think probably feeling a little rejuvenated himself.
Well, we talked about that with Jennifer last year when she picked up the Mackenzie Zacharias team. I think that you go through the paces and you go through this grueling season year after year, and Kevin's been through Worlds and Olympics, and it gets tiring. It can't not get stale. And so then you get some youth on your team, 2 25-year-old guys who just want to experience everything that the sport has to offer, that are like sponges that want to pick up every bit of wisdom that you have, and it fires you up. We saw it with Jennifer, and it wouldn't surprise me to see that with Kevin.
Well, in some respects, it's not unlike what happened with you, Russ. Wayne Maddaw is a great example.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Right?
And you know, that was rejuvenating for sure. I was getting to the wrong side of my career, and Glenn's was a little bit older. In comes Wayne and Pete, and it just rejuvenated us. And one step farther.
And they went to school with you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
They learned a few things.
So Tyler and Jacques and Carrick, will pick up something to go forward. When Kevin is finished playing, they've still got another 15 years ahead of them.
That's what I love about it. And I'll bet you they stay together, and I'll bet you they'll be really good.
Oh, how good is that?
Nice shot.
Good call. Throw, buddy.
Same thing when I played with Brad. And, I was 49, turned 50 at the Olympics, and they were like 25, 26 years old. And it really was uplifting. You just went to the rink with a smile on your face. Nice shot. Kleiter gets his upper body very low for flat foot delivery, and he looks a little awkward. He looks a little bit unstable. It makes a lot of shots.
What do you think? It looks like a lot.
It looks like a lot to me, too.
I think a little less.
Okay. It's really dead. You got to probably be back 8. It's pretty dead on the tap.
So we go over to Gushue and Ballston, and it's Ballston with last rock, and Gushue sitting what, 1 for sure?
He is sitting at 1. The Ballston team has played really well this end. Brad Gushue tried a big weight double on his first, jammed and left Ballston line shot. Greg went around with his first to lie 2, but a very patient Brad Gushue threw a draw on his final stone. It is the shot stone that is in the 4-foot.
Hard, boys.
And he's going to need every bit of that forfeit as they try to carry it there. Curtis Samoy and Trevor Talbot. And he'll come up light. And it's a steal of one more. Gushue.
Brad made a beauty in there, Kath. If he doesn't make it, he gives up 3.
He's done that a couple of times. He's missed on his first. Coming down this way, he was heavy on his first, but made the perfect one on the second. Same with this end. Jams on his first, but makes a beautiful draw on his second.
Let's make this, Matt. Okay. We're going to wait. 9? Yeah.
But I like, I know, but
just a nice 9 here.
In this house, so if something happened. Like
Actually left a port here, which gets you the blank.
I like that. Just get a little bit of curl out of it.
I'm saying.
He's going to have
Just
to,
a shade less, Matt. Yeah.
it looks bigger from there, this angle. You have to skinny that stone just off center line on the left-hand side. Final rock on the way. Ryan Kleiter.
Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Curl.
Now trying to help it over. Johnson, get it by, touch it.
Right.
Keep it going, and away it goes.
Ooh.
Some very, very nice curling, both sides. Kevin Cooey and Ryan Kleiter.
Oh.
So Kleiter will trail by 1, but he has that last rock. Going to 6 when we come back.
The 2023 PointsBet Invitational is brought to you in part by Home Hardware. Here's how. By Cashmere, Canada's #1 bathroom tissue. Nothing feels like it. By BKT Tires, growing together. And by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue.
Ryan Kleiter and his team from the Sutherland Curling Club in Saskatoon. Kevin Cooey, the Glencoe Club in Calgary. And it's 5-4 Cooey the break as we check the numbers after 5, Kathy.
Well, it's been a bit of an up and down battle. Some Ryan Kleiter great shots like the last one we saw, but what you'll never see, or hardly ever, is that middle bar that says hits 38% for Kevin Cooey. In fairness to him, he was trying to make some doubles early on, some very thin, and if you don't make those as a skip, you often get zeros.
Kevin Cooey, 4 Canadian titles, 2 world championships, and he leads by 1.
The Briar's special.
Just tradition. A celebration of Canadian curling.
Get loud, here we go.
It's everything.
Briar is epic.
Newfoundland wins.
And this will be our season of champions when we join you again in the new year, the Scotties in Calgary. Welcome to the Montana's Briar in Regina. We'll have the Women's Worlds from Sydney, Nova Scotia, and then the Men's Worlds from Schaffhausen in Switzerland. It all begins middle of February, ends that first week of April. And of course, we all get it going here in Oakville, and the second edition of the PointsBet Invitational. Welcome back to 16 Mile Sports Complex. As we go to the 6th, and Kevin Cooey up by 1. But it is Ryan Kleiter from Saskatoon that does have Last Rock, has the hammer, playing the Yellowstones.
Plan B. Good call by the skipper. Heavy and wide, they just chiseled off that corner just perfectly.
There's no more than I've been throwing. This is nice passing. Yeah.
I got there too.
Little grimace from Jacques Gauthier.
Never heavy, tons of room.
Weight's close.
Weight only.
T-back
Too much room. How heavy?
T-back 4.
Just pass it.
Back 4.
Hard. Curl. Tyler.
Back 4 still.
Go we're way too much room.
Back 4.
Still your son?
Yeah, he's beating himself up enough for both of us, so
Yeah.
he knows.
Even a little nudge is
I thought
okay.
they'd keep rushing that. Okay, they get it buried.
Get it buried, exactly, and then you can still make a play on that yellow stone.
Even if you just bury the one red, it's good.
Yeah.
Sliding pretty good now.
Yeah, 2 feet better, right?
Yeah, if anything, for sure.
Okay, line's good.
Top
Yep.
12.
Yep.
Good.
Yep. Hard line. Okay, whoa.
Top 12.
Whoa.
Weight's not bad, actually. Top 12.
Yeah, top
All right,
12.
Matt. Pardon?
Just different throw than mine?
Yeah. I tightened it up a bit too much, I think.
You tightened it?
Yeah, a bit too much. Or too little.
Normal? Control or normal?
Yeah, I think controls lots.
Okay.
Just a little flip up.
Yeah.
Couldn't have ended up in a worse spot. Just left a nice little port here. Jacques got that Manitoba tuck. He comes right at it. It's really square to the target.
Yep.
Good rotation. Pretty easy to read for Cooey.
Yep, hard. Whoa, whoa. Yep, yep, yep. Hard. Whoa, yep, yeah. Hard, hard, hard.
Wanted to roll a hair farther, but good throw.
So Kevin with his 11 Briars, Tardy and Gauthier with 1 apiece, and Carrick Martin with 7. That's the 20 Briars.
Just 9.
You add it up. While on the Kleiter team, they have yet to make a Briar. But it's become a tough province, too. Now Saskatchewan again.
Roll it, roll it, roll it.
Boy, Matt.
Shot, Matt. Attaboy.
Very nice. That makes amends. You know, you've got Mike McEwen now, Kathy in Saskatchewan.
Yes. It has opened up the province in Manitoba a little bit. A team like Weeb is very glad to have sent Mike out the door.
And then the other thing, of course, is we already know that Dunstone has a spot.
He does.
So that is another opening for a new team out of Manitoba, possibly.
Well, Carruthers for sure is going to be looking for a spot.
Right.
Probably chase it.
Another steal of 1. And Carruthers leading comfortably. Now you have to play
like that.
Minimum of 8.
What do we think speed here, boys? A little more?
I think it's normal.
And Epping up by 1 on Weeb, 5-4.
And I don't think I threw any more than like before.
All the games now into the second half, and a new time clock of 19 minutes. And 1 timeout.
Line's good. Top 12. Top 12. Line's good. It's all you. All you guys. Line's great. Just top 12.
Room.
Whoa. It's good. Matt's rock.
Top 12.
Matt's rock.
Matt's rock. Hard, Matt.
Really good line here.
Okay, easy. Close, Matt. Yep. Whoa. Good throw. Okay, good spot, Josh.
Got any on this side?
Yeah.
I think this will curl a little bit.
Okay.
Hack?
Yeah. I think it'll curl for sure. Yeah.
How's that look?
Boy, you can't see much here.
I think it's good.
I got you.
Just hack.
Speed's good.
The benefit of throwing this turn is if you get enough of it, you can roll right to Kevin's broom. But it would be tricky to hit 3/4.
Nice.
Whoa,
Hair down. Just hack.
Whoa. Clean. Whoa.
Martin said a hair down, so they should be able to make this curl.
Whoa. Straight. Whoa. No.
Great pair, buddy. Good boy.
Good throw.
Roll to the wing is fine.
You know,
Nose
that
is good
big
too.
weight run back and then comes back with the soft one through the port. 2 good throws.
Back line I threw last time, I think.
Yeah.
That was a good weight.
Yeah, that was like backline just through kind of thing.
Same weight then.
Six left-handed throwers in the field. Clean. 2 of them are in this game.
Back line.
Joshua Mattern and Tyler Cardy.
Clean. Yep. Whoa. Trev,
curl.
Hard, Trev.
We often say that can present a problem or two, right?
Josh.
Oh, for sure. First of all, you're throwing from a different hack, and then it's your in turn compared to all the other right-handers out turn. And for the majority of the players, your out turn runs a little truer, a little straighter, the break point's farther down the sheet. So it's definitely a different throw. Should be able to hold it on this turn.
Solid hack.
Clean.
Almost board.
Whoa.
Cooey in his first.
Clean.
Whoa. Straight. Whoa. Curl. Whoa.
Roll.
Oh, look at that flip.
Perfect.
Oh, goodness. That is perfect. Well managed, Kathy.
shot,
Just
Kev.
the two brushers. One, Jacques keeping it straight, then Carrick helping it over just to get across the nose.
Well, and this is a really good communication between the two. They're both very good brushers at what they do. But listen to Tyler and Kevin nonstop. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no.
Very nice. Now it's a double raise, short one, so you should be very close here, but you're running in the wrong color. You could bang these straight through and still stick a red one.
Just a nice peel.
Got it right.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Yep. Hard.
Stay with it. 1-2. Bang, bang. Oh, double stuff.
Exactly what you didn't want to do.
Okay. The Oriole.
Okay. Tough to do.
All right, bud.
Yeah. Sorry there, bud.
Just wanted to go out of your hand.
Kind of wobbled a little bit coming out, just shoved it out a bit, but it's still curled.
Could we ever? I don't think we could tap it. Like if we could ever go half around it. So
I hate to poke this open though.
know the speed. I don't love this.
Let's get quick.
Yeah.
What do you?
First thoughts here, but I'm game with this as well.
Let's see what they like.
Intern come around is the most rewarding.
This is the shot he wants to play,
Yeah,
right?
100%.
Well, we're thinking he wants to play this, right?
Okay. What depth are you looking for, Kev?
Like if you put this dead buried top 12,
yeah.
What's he do?
Intern draw probably, but
yeah, which I think we're okay with that,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
Little less.
A little stickier out here in the snow lake car.
Yeah, it is a hair stickier here. Just 3 feet.
5-4 Epping leads and has
Back
the
where it
hammer
was.
getting ready for his last out of the Least Side club in Toronto.
Well, he had a very good opportunity on his first to make a double to lie 3, maybe 4. Caught just 1, and Ryan Weeb corner froze on the stone. And so trying to just scooch by the guard and pick it out.
Pat Jansen.
Nice try, Pat.
Oh, still left him 1.
There it is. And that's the tying point. They're even at 5.
I don't think it was there. So you couldn't get by that guard any tighter.
No, that was as tight as you could get, Russ. I agree.
There's that out turn that didn't curl again. That's twice. Both teams have caromed off the corner guard accidentally and ended up in good spots.
And we saw that in the women's game as well. I remember Abby Mark also did the same thing.
Yeah, true.
Oh, it's good there.
Now, just have to touch the forfeit here, and line shouldn't be much of an issue, but going that wee bit wider here.
Just nice T line here, fellas.
Yeah.
Should be pretty normal
Go run totally normal here.
Like
Haven't
close
seen
to draw the pin kind of speed? I don't
Yeah.
Pretty similar.
Yeah.
Haven't really seen anything be slow yet, so.
Okay.
It can't be quicker, though. I would think a couple feet slower if you had to guess. They've got 2 good brushers. Normal weight out of his hand should be close.
Kleiter has represented Saskatchewan 4 times at the National Juniors, winning a couple of
Line's good.
bronze medals.
Line's good. Sweep for T.
Are we heavy?
It's all
Boy, he
you.
needs every bit of that 88% right here.
Tracking like it's here. Now line's good.
T-line.
Starting to move now. Line's good. Just
Needs
sweep
a
for T.
chunk of the 4.
14-4. Always try with anything.
No.
Got to bend for him. Break a little bit more and then hang on.
Attaboy.
Attaboy, Rye.
And attaboy, you're right. That's a big point. Rylan Kleiter picks up the single. We're tied at 5. Wednesday night, day 1 of our coverage. PointsBet Invitational from 16 Mile Sports Complex here in Oakville, Ontario. Rylan Kleiter gets his single to tie it at 5. And it was a must-have for Ryland Kleiter, this draw.
Yeah, and there was a little bit of an educated guess. They said the normal speed. That's probably what he threw. It looked like it was heavy early because it wasn't curling the straighter side. Then it came down, but wonderful, wonderful judgment here. You could ruin this in a hurry if you're the two brushers. They stayed patient long enough just to let that bite on the back corner of the forefoot to save the single.
And they did save it. Key shot brought to you by BKT Tires, growing together. I'm surprised they didn't do a little bit more carving on it. As we see so many teams.
True. Which could slow it down a bit.
That's the never. Kathy, it's funny. We don't talk about that very often. You know, we talk about the carving, but as Russ makes the point, if you're going to carve it, you're also going to slow it down.
Well, we talked a lot about that last year at the Worlds, to the point that they started to take a look at it again, because you should be able to make a rock move a little bit with the brush,
Right.
but under no circumstances by brushing should you be able to slow a stone down, and we saw it from many of the teams that were there.
Oh, for sure.
Josh, whoa, clean. Josh.
Team Cooey let that one tick the guard. They
Josh,
had it made. They knew it was heavy, so they waited as long as they could and waited one breath too long.
Good judge. 10. That was a 10-2 as well.
Pretty thin. Turn you like.
Or turn in.
Okay. I like just firm. Firm. Pretty thin.
Well, we've seen Greg Baldwin a number of times trying to dig himself out of a hole. Can he pick himself up a little bit?
Well, he drew himself out of a bad situation to lie 2 on his first Gushu, only able to get 1. This is a chance for 2.
Looking for his first deuce of the game. And there it is. And that gets the people from the Richmond Hill Curling Club. Gives them something to cheer about.
It's having some fun.
Yeah.
Line's good.
2.
Okay, good for a 2.5.
Okay.
2. Okay, you got some room. Line's great.
2.5.
Good for a 2.5.
3. 3, Rye.
Okay, good for a 3 still.
3.
Josh, get ready. You should be okay, actually.
Real tight.
Yeah, I got. Just leave it. Just leave it. Let's get on. So.
Nice double by Jacques Roche there to not only free up the front, but then you now have a corner guard you can use at some point.
Slid really good.
Just 100%.
Do we just roll in for now?
Can even roll into the corner.
Maybe.
Well, Johnson Tao from Edmonton, the Saville Sports Center, picks up 1 on the measure. Just a single, but he's on the board, 7-1.
Yeah. Like a little more?
Your board makes life fairly.
Weight's good. Weight's good.
Whoa.
Tyler.
Yep. Whoa.
Tyler.
Whoa. Curl.
Tyler.
Curl hard.
Tyler.
Curl.
Spin.
And spin back and catch it. No.
Good throw.
Okay.
Okay, sliding in.
For one of the few times in the
Go first. As good as we've seen.
game, we actually see Cooey chasing here a little bit, Kathy.
No question about it. A combination of, Ryland Kleiter making some very good shots in particular, and the Cooey team just not sure, I think, sometimes where the broom goes. The 3 spot, I think, set them back a little bit, not only on the board, but also sort of emotionally. You feel like you get that jump and, okay, we're back, and it's not often that this team is going to give up a 3, and to do it right away, it's probably unsettling a little bit. It's a tough format when your back's against the wall in the very first game.
Well, didn't your son say that to you?
Yes, he did. He just said, I'm never felt so anxious in a first game because it could be the only game.
Yeah.
Curl. Okay.
Good throw, bud.
Yeah, same thing.
You want to make these guards lined up properly, otherwise that gives Cooey a chance to get at that shot rock. Guard this perfectly. There's a good shot at a force or a steal. Take these for granted, these shots, but it's just so easy to under and over curl by half a rock.
Same line.
Yeah, touch left.
Trev a little bit. Trev a little bit. Just keep it there off the start. 1, 2. Okay, line's good for a 2. Really good line for a 2.
Over curling.
Line's, yeah, it's got to sit now.
2.
Sit.
Whoa.
Just
on
Highland PointsBet. Whoa.
Just above the logo.
Yep. Good.
Good sweep.
It's good, Jay. Good spot.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think so. Best chance to
Think you can play this?
Yeah, a little long. They got the line right, but it's just long enough that the veteran will take the curly turn here, and they can get at this no problem.
Tyler Tardy.
Go quiet.
A little late.
Just hack.
Just through.
Three-time Canadian junior champion, two-time world junior winner.
Just through.
Whoa.
Yep. Yes.
Hard.
Go.
Got it? Yes, they do.
Yellow.
And enough to push it through. Maybe not quite.
No.
Just hanging on at the back.
That could make a difference. Good shot, though.
Our yellow's stuck in there, so.
His came in pretty nice there.
Yeah, I think it should come up for you.
Like that? Does that look kind of min?
I wouldn't say mid. No, I think that's good.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Like his came up, but it still tracked nice for a while.
Yeah.
So.
And it moved quite a bit because they, in fact, thought that he was maybe a little bit heavy when he let go. But as you talked about, that's the curling turn. You're going to get that movement.
Yeah, it's not getting quicker down the center.
All right, fellas, nice half here.
Got her butt.
Let's make it.
Solid hack.
Clean. Hair up.
Clean.
Whoa. Hair solid.
Skip Stones here in seven.
Yep.
Rylan Kleiter. And his first.
Yep. Yes. Whoa. Yes. Hard.
Roll the shooter.
Hard, Trev, you're red.
Good throw.
Okay, good spot.
Avoids a jam at the back.
Nice throw, buddy.
Now Cooey's got a problem because it's not looking like a blank all of a sudden.
Good.
His boat is pretty good.
That guard.
Make him
stick around, like solid control.
I think that's our shot, right?
In a 5-5 tie, John Epping last rock against Ryan Weeb, and it's Matt Cam with the brush down for the skipper.
Well, and the entire team took a look at the stone at the top on the other side, trying to determine if it was in, if they should play the hit for 2, or if they should try to roll out and play the blank.
hard.
And I don't know what they've decided. I think he was trying to hit and stick.
Now we're hoping it's
because
out.
he's not looking very happy. And so
Yeah.
now they'll go take a look. And if I'm Ryan Weeb, I'm putting a stick on this for sure.
And you heard Pat Jansen, who throws the second stones for Epping, saying now we'll just wait and see. Cooey in his first. We'll update you as soon as we know.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Yes.
Hard. Hard. Go.
And tried to get it at the back, did not.
Lost it. Trying to play a cute weight, soft weight double there, and they had it halfway down.
No.
No.
Big force point here.
Yeah, nice 11 here.
Yeah, good pass.
So there's the measure, and
All right, where's its makeup? Nice 11 here.
It's out. Ooh, yeah.
I shouldn't have been so mad I rolled out.
See, I didn't miss on purpose.
Scoring people, that's a 4.
So blank on the board, it remains 5-5 there. Oh, and look at this. And that roll.
Nice sweep.
It's behind that long center guard, or just off center guard.
Good shot.
Now you get a time on that?
No, sorry. Look good.
Good line, Cole.
Yeah.
But, you know, it is interesting how that little stone at the back that they just could not push through.
Yep.
No, it's not completely, but that slide path, you know, as you often say, right?
Yeah,
Flattens out.
Yeah.
And now, because they didn't top that out going through the slide path, it's a force. Or maybe worse for Cooey. He's got to get by the guard here. Doesn't take much. If it's slowing down a fraction, you're going to get a hair more curl, and he's got to be pretty close to this guard.
Easy.
Easy.
Clean. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Real solid. Girl. Gotta go, Carrick.
Gotta go.
Here you go, buzzing away. Carrick Martin.
Hard to it.
They need to get it over here now. Need to get it over. And settle down, and attaboy. That'll work.
That was great brushing. He moved that stone. That should have rolled out.
Cooey will pick up the single to retake the lead. $16 Mile Sports Complex. It was opened in 2010. And we were supposed to be here in 2021 for the Continental Cup, but because of COVID, it was canceled. So it's nice to be here now for this year's second edition of the PointsBet Invitational. Oakville with a population of some 200,000 and right on the waterfront of Lake Ontario. So Cooey with his single 6-5. And so it is now Rylan Kleiter that does have the last rock. Has the hammer playing the Yellowstones here in 8. Again, winner moves on. Loser is eliminated.
12 was? No different, eh?
No, speed's nice and quick.
Is that enough?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Just min, but it's all right.
A little low for both leads, but it's a first game for these guys. Takes a while to figure it out.
12, bite the 8.
A little solid.
Little bump.
Yep. Oh. Off.
Top 4.
Now there is a hidden rock under there. It's like finding Easter eggs underneath underneath Mark Nichols. Run it back, stick it, and bring that other one into play on the edge.
That is the plan, to make the double.
Clean.
And then the biter on the other side would be the second point.
Clean. EJ. Whoa, EJ. EJ.
Uh-oh, you lost it? They did. Now, that shooter
Good
count,
enough. Yes, it
that's
does.
for the single.
Straight. Yeah.
Matt Hall.
Line's good.
Top 8. Weight's good.
A little bit of a nest for these guys here now. That was supposed to be a freeze at the top yellow, and it came a little deep. Now they can weld one in beside their own yellow. It's going to be very hard to remove.
Line's good. Lock it on. Whoa.
It's to it.
Whoa, then. Go to curl, then. Go to curl. Good shot,
Okay,
Matt.
pretty good, yeah. Same weight? I know. It's like, still get right same weight. We didn't sleep it a whole lot.
Yeah.
I mean, never more. Yeah.
Same weight.
Yeah.
Really late finish on this out turn, but it will go hog line in, especially as you get closer to the center. A little tricky spot.
How'd that feel, Joe?
They got pretty
Similar.
similar. Hair more.
Jacques Gauthier with his Canadian and World Junior Championship in 2020. Tyler Tardy trying to back it in, trying to help it across, and no, he'll crash on that guard.
Yeah, it's like a magnet, the center line, because they weren't worried about the line, and they thought it was a shade heavier, and it overcurled.
My first thought
That
was
looks tricky,
Don't
though.
hate the straight freeze still, yeah. I think so too.
I like that, yep. He does that, does he come in off the yellow? He probably
yeah.
gets rid of one of his reds and...
Yeah.
Just on top, you
Make
said?
it good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the same throw or a foot less, I guess?
Yeah, foot less. That was top 4, top button weight.
Yeah. You guys didn't do a whole lot with it either.
No.
Yeah,
No.
you're right.
Line's good. Top 12.
Top 12.
Okay, it's all you right now. Play the weight.
Might be a bit light.
Line's good. I'd say a bit of room.
Oh, weight's good. Weight's
Line's
good. Top 12.
Line's good.
To it.
Close. Yep.
Small bump.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Hard.
Hard. Hard, Trev. Really hard, really hard, really hard. Okay, Matt.
Okay.
Good shot.
Okay. Yeah, I think so. Good weight.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, well, I think so.
Get 2 moving.
You just hammer the crotch. Hammer it in the crotch. Looks pretty good.
Looks really good. I think it looks real good.
You just get the 2, but yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm not sure you're getting rid of anything.
Might rearrange the angles. Like we're dead with angles. Talk him into that.
Talk him into it.
I'm not sure it's the right call, though, Kathy. You got to paper the guard to do it.
This?
This guy will go.
Oh, it'll go.
Okay. Okay.
I don't
You
know
like
if
it?
Kevin thought they were talking about the crotch
lose
of
their
the
red,
other
that's
two.
fine, eh?
Yes.
And I
Well, I
agree
think
that that's
you
not
can
the
maybe
call,
make
but the
it-
top two,
Yeah.
the one on the right's going all day.
Yeah, it should, but if you to get the one on the right, you've got to hit the back one thick, and you might lose one red one too. But at least this thrown rock will be corner frozen in there nicely. You need some speed here.
Well, and this is what Tyler does very well.
Yeah. Still, he's playing with that guard, that center guard, and there's a wee bit of curl here.
Whoa.
Tyler Tardy. It's coming in a hurry. And he'll get rid of one. And now there's a stagger.
Not what he wanted.
At least he got the inside.
It's coming unlock it a little bit.
What kind of
Not
weight?
bad.
No.
I get just like T-line.
Okay.
Do we ever run the guard into the top yellow, like on left side?
Is this too?
Yeah. I just worry, like, if we try to unlock it and leave him a double, like,
yeah.
we might not have a whole lot, right?
Yep. This is pretty good, actually.
Okay.
I just worry if we try and
Even
bump
if,
it and play
yeah,
his red,
just
like,
try to catch us as thin as we can, obviously.
Okay.
Might stick over here. You ever just like a 9?
Yeah, whatever you're seeing.
Okay.
Nice call here, because
7/8.
you hit the red a little off center, you lose the center guard number one, and you get a chance to score. And then if you can get that top yellow, hit it on the very right-hand side, you'll kick out the top red, and you might save both yellows in the rings. Tough shot.
9. Yep. 9.
Josh Mattern.
Yep. Hard.
Hard.
Okay,
Johnson. And they'll spill his own.
All right, Jay.
And it's one lonely yellow now.
It's good weight.
Tough to get at the yellow, though.
What do you like, pal?
Gives us space.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's a really good throw. Just curled a bit.
Yeah. I loved it out of your hand. I thought we had a good chance.
Yeah, I did too. It just kind of took off a bit.
Tyler Tardy with the
Like
big
that?
advantage.
I do, yeah. Let's go, bud.
Oh, wait.
Whatever you throw, peel.
Okay.
Wow. Young eyes, right, Kath? It's just, you can see about what, 2.5 inches. This thing, he's just going to throw a rocket down there and pick it clean.
And watch the rotation that he puts on the up-weight shots. It really keeps it straight and far more controllable.
Coach Jay, and
made
got
it.
it.
What a weapon.
For fun. Great toss, bud.
Good shot, Ty.
Good scrub.
You know, Jacques can throw it hard, especially on that out-turn side, really accurate. Tyler, you just witnessed it. And then you got Kevin Cooey. I wouldn't want to be down 4 or 5 points to a team like that.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Line's great.
Really good.
Close.
Top 12, top 8.
Line's great. Yep.
Yep. Top 8.
Line's great. Line's great.
Top 8.
Close, Matt. Yep.
Top 4.
Yep. Yep.
Hard, Matt.
Hard, Matt.
Top 4.
Hard.
Matt Hall
Hard.
closest to the stone.
Line's good.
Oh, no.
Oh, look at that. And around they go.
Good, Jay.
Attaboy.
Really
Just to
good.
the top of the button and fully covered.
Really good.
Good sweep, bud.
You like that?
Yeah.
No choice here for Kevin. He just got to lob one on top of it here.
Shade more.
I like more.
You don't have to be frozen here, but that would be ideal and shrink the scoring area as much as possible. Leaving it slightly open, and you can raise it possibly with your next one.
Right in there. Top 4.
Kevin Cooey, his first. Skip
Yep,
Stones.
yep.
Here in 8.
Hard. Hard line.
Hard.
We're
Coach
just
Jay
bumping
trying
it
to
here.
keep it straight. Trying to hold up that curve.
Whoa.
And chip it over. And sits there top edge of the 8. Something to use, maybe running it back.
Yep. Yeah. It fooled him, though. That curled a lot.
That doesn't do us any good either.
I don't know if you get
Well.
Perfect weight.
soft. I didn't think so. It's getting a lot more curl than we were earlier in the
Line, right?
Keep in mind that, the rocks were redone
11, like right there.
yesterday, so that it's very possible they're not the same.
Again. Pretty similar to the last end. Yeah.
They were all happy with that all the way down. If anything, heavy. Hit and roll buried and chance for 3.
11? Yeah. Pardon? Yeah, if we can basically just split our yellow is perfect. Okay. Split center line. Just a nice 11 here, fellas. All right, boys, let's make it.
You got it.
Do you want to sit right there? Would you try to get a little across the nose and roll it towards center line?
Yeah, roll it under for sure, Vic.
Right.
Even if you roll it way too far,
11.
you're still buried.
Trev. Hard, Trev.
Trying to help it across is Johnson. Now get across that nose. Yeah, there you go, and underneath.
Great shot.
Good job, bud. Way to make, you're making that thing move, buddy. Thanks.
Third.
They're making it move, Kathy. Here we go. Weave and Epping in a 5-5 tie. And once again, after they got that blank, Epping with his last.
Well, John Epping was trying to hit and roll a little bit on his last one, but he set up a double for Ryan Weeb, which Ryan did make. And that is why it is Weeb line 2. This is the force looking for 4-foot.
Got to go line. Got to go, Jay. You got to keep going. Got to keep going, Jay.
Oh, we got to get it there, fellas. More of a pull, and no, my gosh. And
Two
looks like a steal of 2 for Weeb.
No reason to be near that guard for Epping.
No.
Okay, I like that one.
He had been perfect on his draws so far.
What is it, a third?
Quarter.
Interesting call here, Kathy. They're coming off their own rock redirecting onto their red in the center line onto the yellow.
Well, and I don't think he can see much of either. And this is about eliminating a stone and saying to Rylan Kleiter, you can have 2, but you can't have 3.
And that'll do.
Okay, shot.
Good shot. Exact same shot that Ryan made a couple ends ago here. This in turn to the side of the 4.
Hits the problem for Cooey. His draw weight good, as Kleiter has the advantage. The player numbers brought to you by New Holland, the proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
And when they were yelling sit, that guard, that corner guard, they were hoping it was going to stop so that it was going to be very difficult for Rylan to get in. But because it rolled far enough, it shouldn't be in the way.
Same as 2 ends ago.
Top 4.
Same path.
Top 8.
So trying to remember what happened a couple of ends back.
Line's good.
Top 4.
We're drawn to here. Line's good.
Mattern on the left, Johnson on the right. Matt Hall
Make
calling
sure, guys.
line. This is a great opportunity. You don't want to let this get away from you. Here comes Hall again.
Go.
Big rock and big brush, and that's enough to pick up 2.
It did, and I agree. Yeah, that one did not run quite as good.
15-3. To retake the lead. Back and forth we go. Wednesday night here at the PointsBet Invitational. Seeing the first half of the men's bracket. The second half we'll give you and show you tomorrow night when we join you again at 7 Eastern. So a couple by Kleiter out of the Sutherland Curling Club in Saskatoon to retake the lead 7-6. Here in 9, Cooey will have the hammer. As the last rock playing the Redstones. And we have our first final, and it's the game we did start with. And Reed Carruthers advances with a win over Johnson Tao. 10-3 is your final, so Carruthers will advance. Last year's champion will have continue to have a chance at another $50,000 if he can win 3 more.
No, weight's good. Weight's good. Top 12, top 8.
Tyler.
Weight's really good.
Tyler, go.
Curl.
Gotta go. Both of you go. Both of you go.
Hard.
It's curling hard.
Come on, buddy.
Keep going.
Dig into it. Come on.
Hard. You gotta go for weight.
Dig. Shot. Perfect. Shot.
Yeah. What weight do you see?
So Carruthers becomes the first to advance out of this side of the bracket. Oh, I tell you what. Cooey, Kleiter, one of them will run into Carruthers in the Elite 8.
Back. Clean. Weight's good. Trap. Whoa. Curl. Clean. Curl. Clean. Curl. No, clean, Josh. Hard, Josh. Yep. Hard.
Josh Matter. Oh, you got to roll underneath. Oh, they'll tuck something under it. They've been really sharp.
Well, that shows it to you right there. That's a good example of it. It wasn't just kill the enemy rock, which was tough to get, but he threw the right weight to get the roll and nearly sunk it underneath.
So you pick up a win here, you get 3,000. Another in the 8-6 semifinal, final 4, you get 12, and then ultimately 24,000. Each of the teams here, however, as you saw, got $5,000 to cover their expenses. So they had seed money, and we're just looking to add to it.
Similar spot to where we were throwing those guards 2 ends ago, eh?
I think like a 2.
Or similar to my first.
I think like a 2 is good. Like you don't want to touch.
Similar to my first one, then.
Gushue up by 4 on Ballston, and the final stone coming now from the skip from the Richmond Hill Curling Club.
And the Gushue team controlling this end. It is a mittful that Greg faces, but it is open, looking for a nose hit.
Yeah, right up. Right up.
Talbot on the brush, and there it is, and he was facing 4.
Slightly negative ice here for Jacques. And Kevin's starting to figure out the type of release that all these different players have. Little outward motion.
Yep, girl. Yep, straight.
Oh, goodness, got them all, touched them all.
Nice play.
And leaves the 1 just top edge of the 12.
It's almost impossible to get those to curl.
Yeah, it's tough with firm for sure.
Oh, just laser straight, eh? Line's good.
I got there. I got a touch more.
Yeah.
Top 8. Top 4. Line's good.
Close.
Line only. Coming down.
Weight's good.
Line's real good. Close, Matt.
Matt's rock now. Matt's rock. Yep, hard, Matt.
Now Matt
Hard,
Hall
Matt. Yep. Get it over there, bud. Get it over there.
trying to help it over, bury something,
Okay, good spot, Jay.
and they'll tuck a good half
Wait.
stone at least.
That one didn't want to seem to dig quite as hard.
Not quite as hard, yeah.
So it's starting to straighten out, do you think, Kathy, a little bit?
I do. And yet on the turn coming the other way, the even ends, it's almost like it's getting a little bit soft, and so we're seeing the rocks curl and jump. But it is this direction that has caused the Cooey team the most fits because it's so straight.
Girl.
Oh boy.
That's trouble.
Yeah, they have to make those.
It's hard twice already this game.
Yep.
Pretty simple spot to throw a good guard here too, Kath. It's straight of the 2 sides.
Sweeping will finish it over.
Line's good.
3.
3, 2, 3. Okay.
Line's okay.
We're a little wider right now, so it's going to run better. It's going to run better out here.
Line's fine.
Right off, it'll run better out here. It's going to run better.
Okay, just
pass the red.
Pass the logo.
Even with the red. Matt now. Yep, a little bit. Yep. We're still. Yep, Matt, you gotta go. You gotta go, Matt. Gotta go. Hard. Okay, Josh.
Good speed.
It's not bad.
Okay. Normal? Yeah.
Yeah, this gives Cooey a chance now. Just hit the top one. The double
Stayed
might
high.
be there.
What are you saying, like just normal?
Yeah.
Hit the top and roll in, and then that forces Kleiter's hand to make a decision. Either the double or roll in. I'm not sure the double's there. It might be.
Whoa, weight's good.
Whoa, up. Girl.
Tyler Tardy. A little helping hand from Martin.
Not missing the right way.
No, the key was sticking on that.
Yeah.
You want to catch that thicker and make sure you stick around because then it is decision time for Ryland. He's not have to think about what to do other than load it up.
All right, so whose call is that on weight choice?
And then
Did they not say that? Did they not express that? Look, we've got to hang around here.
So for that guard, I gave Josh.
That's a good point. I didn't hear Cooey give that option. Maybe he should have.
We want to be almost fighting center line.
Looked pretty heavy for what they were trying to do.
1.5, almost fighting center line. Yeah, like 6 inches.
Like you want 1.5 too?
Yeah, 1.5.
Okay. Good path here.
I don't like that. Okay. Well, we already interacted with you now, but.
You might see a situation, Kathy, that if Cooey's forced to a single, he might give up a steal of 1.
On purpose.
Yeah. Then he's 2 down. He gets his deuce, which because Kleiter doesn't want to give up a 3, gets his deuce, and it's a draw to the button contest. If you end up tied coming home against a good hitting team like a Kleiter, you're in a bit of trouble.
No, this whole draw
line's good.
and not having to worry about not having hammer in the extra, it makes you really rethink about what you want to be at and what you want to do for 10.
To your broom. Actually, line will be good.
You're higher than your broom.
Okay, that's fine. Doesn't need to curl. Does not need to curl.
Just clean it then.
Good, Rye. Good spot. Good boy.
Spot, Rye. Good, Judge.
Yeah, perfect spot.
Good, Judge.
The only problem with where they put that is it's actually a rock that Cooey can use to bury. If they had guarded it a little farther to the right-hand side, as we're looking,
Where was I last time? Dibs?
then there's nowhere to Cooey to really hide other than the rock and the rings. Now he can put it on the button and it's buried. Big shot here.
Yeah, that'll be close. Gotta be close.
Ninth draw, and he's 88% on his first 8.
Yep. Where's the weight?
Line if you can.
Hard line.
T-line.
Hard.
Hard.
Gotta go.
Straight to it.
Really gotta go.
Look at this curl.
That jumped.
It over curled on him last end too, remember?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the rock or the
Yeah.
path.
Oh, that
Look
must
at
have grabbed
that.
something.
That had
yeah.
to have.
Yeah, that grabbed.
Hard.
That's curling away naturally.
And then it just goes sideways. That happens when there's something underneath it.
Yep.
Okay.
Bad timing.
And there you go. There
you go.
Already talking about your idea. Give him one.
Chance to steal, I think, is to toss up the
Just put
guard.
that.
Yeah. Is he drawing right now, though, or is he taking a crack at that?
I think he's taking a crack at
Because
this.
getting one isn't any good for him, right?
No. Could do that, yeah.
Do that and go tied up.
Yeah, I don't hate that, actually. That might be the best call. Draw for one, we're really happy,
Yeah.
right?
We're not shot if we're here either, hey?
Do you want
I
to
don't
call
think.
time?
Yeah.
Time!
It gets pretty simple after this shot, I'd say, too.
No.
No. That's, yeah.
You might simply peel this rock,
Well, I'm just
because
thinking he's always
then how does Cooey score 2? It's nearly impossible. Whereas a Kevin Cooey, and we've seen it a million times, if he ever makes that, it's for the deuce. So take that away, give him the draw for 1, and then you should win the game.
Which can be good, and I'm okay with that,
If he
too.
gets 2, that's not bad.
I think your shots are either... 2 is great. You're either coming here or you're throwing a guard, I think, right?
Yeah.
Is there 2?
I don't...
Well, if you guard this, is he ever drying this super thin for a blank?
That's
Is it not there?
He can
It's
throw it
there,
hard,
yeah, no,
but
it's
that's
really tough. I'm just like, it's not easy, but. Oh no, it's like
super
it's
thin.
like a super thin.
They're pretty much, it's a head though, right?
Yeah, but there's a gap there though.
Thin quarter, and he has it.
Shot's probably to freeze on your yellow, is it not?
What about this?
Crotching's probably better. Like if you right on
Yeah.
the nose, he's got that.
That's good. That
Makes
takes
that runner
away.
easier.
Coming around this way and freeze on your yellow, isn't that really good?
Well, it just,
I
it
just
makes
hate
this
to be
easier,
here.
It makes
I
that
think.
easier.
I think he's always playing the angle.
Like if you're here, I don't mind trying to get top button.
Even back 4 guys. Isn't this
yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
anywhere back here good?
That's good too.
Yeah, this is pretty good,
I don't
too.
hate that. Yeah, even if you just like grab side of the button, I think that's really
You got to. I think you got to keep this in line though.
Sitting 2 is definitely a good option too here. You can end up stealing at least a point here.
Dean Kleiter made 2 appearances at the Briar with Doug Harcourt back in 2001, 2003. Okay, so to your point, and dear Kathy's point, you heard Tyler say you want to give him one to Cooey. Do you think that Kleiter is even thinking about that?
Yep. Yeah.
If he thinks that he's going to give us one, Kleiter, what shot do you play to make sure Cooey then gives you one?
Well,
because I think he still believes that Cooey's going to go for a single.
Try the angle raise, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't like leaving Kevin Cooey the out-turn angle raise, but by sitting 2 here, you're saying to Cooey, go ahead, make that long angle raise double.
Do you think he's going to Do you think that Kleiter still, Kathy, believes that Cooey will go for one in the tie?
Well, I think that he knows that if he makes a really good one here, anywhere in the forefoot, he's going to force Cooey, because Cooey can give them one, but he can't give them two.
Right.
That's 4.
Oh, their execution has been terrific. It really has.
Yes.
To sit 2.
Really good.
Good sleeper, bud. Oh, boy. Good call, good line call, bud.
Time's been called.
Line call.
Oh, just like a half rock too far this
Yeah.
night. Be for the blank.
Yeah.
It's possible.
I think this looks easier. If you like that, I'm good with that too.
But back to the point that Kathy's making too, the tough draw for one does not give you much of a chance to win.
Yeah.
I think you play it into the yellow.
And just give them the
Gushue up 7-4, but it is Balston that is sitting the 1, Kathy.
It is. This is just off nose hit.
Sit there and get your 2s.
You bet.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Clean.
Clean. Whoa.
Throw, Brad.
And there it is for 2.
2 red.
And there's the handshake to end it. And Gushue will advance. 9-4 is your final.
Good game. Thanks.
Yeah, good job.
Good job. Good job playing, Brad. Good work. Oh.
So no timeouts remaining. So Gushue advances, picks up $3,000, and now awaits the winner of Epping and Weeb. Just a reminder that right half of the bracket we'll see tomorrow night, 7 Eastern time. What's the decision here?
Going for the back one here, and the reason I think is that the other one's longer, and they should kill one yellow.
Girl. 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 Go, 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 go.
Stay with it. Go, Jay. Oh, goodness.
No.
2. Yeah.
2 it is.
Wow.
Kleiter, steal 2. Well, so far we've seen the higher seeds advance. The 2 so far, Carruthers 5 and Gushue 1. We're in right now territory of an upset with number 13, Ryland Kleiter, ahead of number 4, Kevin Cooey, as we go to the 10th. Cooey with last rock, but down by 3.
Yeah, here, even.
Interesting play by
Unless you want to
Cooey.
try and get to here.
He used the rule that when you put it on the center line, it can't be removed. It can be moved, but not removed. So that rock's safe for now. Now they're going to throw the corner because
Even them up.
for Kleiter to hit it, he has to hit it basically in the rings, and that'd be a good thing for Cooey too.
So a year ago in Fredericton, there were no upsets in the Sweep 16, but heading towards one here, it would appear.
What do you want to just do, Kev?
No, just, I don't know.
Shot.
Okay.
Sure. Yep. Tight guard.
Ryland Kleiter with that 3. They exchanged 3 and 2 and 3. And Kleiter's out curling Cooey. And, we said earlier today, 50%. Well, he's brought it up to 69. It's just not his game. And the hits, like that last one, have let him down. The game story is brought to you by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue.
Okay. Good, Matt. Good spot, Matt. Perfect.
Good boy.
Not that way down.
Good angle.
Back coast.
Is that enough?
Min.
I was thinking it's min, Kev.
Now back 8 here and use those 3 yellow Kleiter rocks to your advantage. Back 4, back 8, even back 12. Get it in the paint, get it buried.
Hard.
I don't think so.
Hard line.
Let's
good.
wait a bit.
Wait only. Through.
Wait, okay.
Tyler, go.
We gotta go wait, Kev.
Go then, curl then. Hard. You gotta lose this. You gotta finish it. Hard. Keep going. Okay, good shot.
Good throw. It's just slowing down that couple of feet, hog line in, and it just didn't have time to finish. You almost have to throw that back 8 on by yourself.
Make sure, like, if I get the yellow, that's fine. It's not bad. Or
Nope.
not.
Throw it nice and clean.
Clean. Clean.
Whoa.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Yep.
Clean.
Clean.
This clean. Clean.
Clean.
This clean.
Boy, Matty.
Nice throw.
Weight's better. Weight's good.
Heavy for sure.
Back 8.
We should be in.
Clean.
Back 8,
Yep.
back 12.
Back 12.
Yep.
Back 12.
Back 12's fine.
Back 12.
Whoa, room.
Just hanging on.
You're by.
Okay.
It's not through.
It'll die in the slide path here now.
Shot. Beauty.
And finally does at the back edge of the 8.
Really good throw.
Yeah. Freeze one on.
Judge.
Look at that.
Yeah? Is it ever worth going?
He wants us
in the
to
ocean.
He wants us to follow him.
Or that.
I'm seeing the runner.
Yeah, the
Or that was my
freeze would
third
be great,
thought,
Vic, if you make it, but the double peel is what the scoreboard's screaming out.
Quarter.
And Kathy, somebody under their breath says he wants us to follow.
Absolutely does. Maybe it sets up a double and gives Kevin an opportunity. Those guards are in your way. You're up 3.
Clean.
Josh Mattern as we play third stones
Clean.
here in the 10th.
Whoa,
And,
whoa, 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 whoa.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Rylan Kleiter in control.
Nice throw.
Good shot, Josh.
Very nice.
You know, we've said it many times over the course of seasons.
Deal for you?
That was one of the moments where you turn around and look at the scoreboard.
Yep, exactly.
Right.
No question.
What are we doing here, boys?
Yeah.
We're up by 3.
And now they've not only killed off 2 rocks that can hurt them, but they've now got raise possibilities of their own rocks.
I got light too.
I liked it.
Wait only. Wait only.
A little late.
Whoa, that line's
Weight's
good.
good. Weight's good.
Room. Whoa. Lots of room. Looks heavy.
Weight's perfect.
Line's not great. Yeah, straight. 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 Keep going. Keep going. Get it by this. Go, 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 go.
Okay. Shot.
Good call by Kevin there to get it by. That makes it buried.
Yeah, there's no point of peeling last shot if we call that now.
They're gonna have a tough time getting rid of that one and keeping their shooter, right? Okay.
Okay.
As long as we're behind T, it should
Yeah.
be good.
That was 14-10.
Yeah.
So it's normal still.
Yeah, you know the speed, but
About 5 inches more ice than the previous, back when Jock threw it, being right-handed.
Line's good. Back 12. T. Back 12. Back 8. Okay, room. Line only. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And this is to curl to slow
Running
down.
gets heavy
Weight's
right
good.
now. Back 12.
To the back one.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Go to curl. Go to
Back
curl
12,
mile.
right? Back 12.
Hard curl, Trev. Okay, Jay. Okay.
Ooh, just.
Good enough.
So there's another upset in the making here, albeit 9/8 as we're playing the 10th.
And that red stone that is shot belongs to Ryan Weeb. That was his final stone. And so for John Epping, he needs 2. And that's why he's trying to the double run off the guards to pick that red stone that is shot off.
Angle it back. Here we go. Bang. And he stuffed it. There wasn't the room. And it'll be one more for Weeb, who will pick up the win.
Good luck. Good luck. Thanks.
So Ryan Weeb out of the Fort Rouge in Winnipeg, number 9, beats the 3-time Ontario champion John Epping. 8-5 is your final to advance.
Okay, let's get it under there, buddy.
Yeah.
What's speed like? Hair faster here if any. Okay. Like that ice?
Yeah.
Close. Yeah. I got big.
Wait only, guys.
I'm only right now, okay? We're tapping the hair.
Hold on. Then. How heavy?
Back 8.
Clean.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Back 4.
Hard.
Weight's perfect.
Hard,
Weight's
Lion.
frozen. Hard.
No, we're
Yep,
on this.
yep, roll it in.
Whoa. Just get it in.
Okay.
So next up for Brad Gushue is Weeb, while Carruthers waits to see if he's going to play either Cooey or Kleiter. And a reminder, we'll see the right side of the bracket tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Shouldn't do much here. Should just come up nice.
Yep.
That really hooked on Tyler there. It's definitely softening up down the center because he was heavy out of his hand.
Nine 5.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yes.
Johnson.
Hard.
Roll that.
And roll it out, and it will spill, trying to avoid anything to come in off.
Okay. Yep, by moving that angle there, then it might give Cooey a chance.
I agree. They wanted to keep that Yellowstone in.
Yeah, exactly. Didn't have to move it at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. Right on the beak?
Yeah.
What weight are you giving me?
Now they can do that, and they'll be sitting shot.
Firm.
Okay.
3rd, 4th. 3 in the paint. If they hadn't moved that staggered situation, Kat, they could never have gotten to that shot rock.
How's that look?
Good.
Oak turn hit down the middle. We've only seen a couple million of these made by Kevin Cooey.
Pretty hard. Yep. Feel hard. Gotta go. Hard.
Cooey first. This is a possible game saver here. Run it back, get them both, and sit there. He's still alive.
Sure, Kev. That's,
Same draw as we flew before.
Yep.
Nice end here. You know, Jacques made a good come around. Tyler got one in a good spot. Great double by the skipper there. And play this out now. Ryan's made a lot of shots, and he's made this particular one twice in important ends coming home. But if he ever misses the rings here, it's a top for 4.
Speed has got a catcher.
You got her, buddy.
All right, boys. Yeah, speed hasn't changed, eh?
No.
All right, boys, let's make it.
That's
Good
solid.
line's good.
T-line back 4.
Right on its own. Whoa.
Just
on
confirming speed hasn't changed. Final stone for Rylan Kleiter.
Line's good. Trev, if anything.
T-line.
Okay, trying.
T-line, Matt.
Okay, Trev. Hard.
Johnson
Hard,
not
Trev.
hitting. Got to help
Trev.
this over a little bit.
Hard.
Try and tuck
Hard.
something
Go,
underneath.
Go,
and
Trev,
they'll get to the
go.
back edge of the 4.
Oh, boy.
Can you get tight enough, Kathy, to the guard?
Well, you need half of that stone exactly onto red, onto yellow.
All right, let's make it.
You don't need a ton of weight.
What's it look like, control or board?
You got to get a lot of it, though, Kathy. You're going to jam the one that was just thrown. It's hard to tell from this angle, but if he hits all he can see.
Yeah, it's got to be like board.
Okay. Yeah, love it.
Put it down.
I love it. See in here?
I was surprised. Good shot by Ryan, but I was surprised he didn't throw the other turn because he had all kinds of backing. He could have come to his own.
3/4?
And you'd never get it out.
Who would have thought?
You got to really get a lot of this, though. It's
never out of it.
Not even sure it's there. It's really close.
They see it too. And all they can do now is wait. Kleiter, Hall, final stone. Is there some magic here on a Wednesday night?
It's good. Lead. Yep.
For Kevin Cooey.
Whoa. 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 Yep.
Here, quiet.
Whoa.
O'Jay.
Whoa.
Wait now, manage it. Here we go.
Girl,
Help
go,
it
go.
over.
Go.
Here we go. Stay with it. What do you
go,
got?
go.
Angle it back. Tap it. Oh, no. And he'll stuff it. And it'll be 1 for Kleiter. And number 13 will take out number 4. Make the final 10-4 as the team from the Sutherland Curling Club in Saskatoon, Ryland Kleiter, will eliminate the 4-time Canadian champion, Kevin Cooey, on this Wednesday night in Oakville. And so Kleiter now moves on, number 13, to play number 5, Carruthers. And a minor upset, really evenly matched. Weeb takes out Epping 9-8, and he'll play Brad Gushue. So after last year, no upsets in the Sweep 16. We had 2 here on this Wednesday night. The biggest, Kleiter over Cooey.
The 2023 PointsBet Invitational is brought to you in part by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By Scotty's Facial Tissue, Canada's #1 tissue brand. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Walking off the ice, a winner as he takes down the 4-time Canadian champion. Number 13, Ryland Kleiter, is a winner over Kevin Cooey on this first night of men's play. Now we're back with you with the other half of the bracket in the Women's Sweep 16 tomorrow, Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Number 3, Jennifer Jones, the defending champion of this event, and she'll be on the ice against the reigning New Holland Canadian Women's Junior Champion, Mila Plett. Mila Plett, Jennifer Jones, and we join you again Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Well, it was a rough night for Tao and the Canadian Junior men's team. Got a bit of a lesson from Reed Carruthers. The defending champion Carruthers is on, and yep, it was a good night. Oh, maybe not so. Till we talk with you tomorrow here on Canada's Sports Leader, TSN.